Welcome back, football fans, to the Fantasy Football Following YouTube channel. Last week, I was hampered by Miami Dolphins defense laying a massive goose egg against Jacksonville, followed by Darren Sproles' lackluster performance, and to top it off, James Jones' second touchdown reception was called back and called not a catch. Luckily in FanDuel, it's a brand new week, the slate's been wiped clean, and it's a brand new season, if you will. With that being said, here's my Week 3 FanDuel lineup. Starting at quarterback, I have Ben Roethlisberger, $8,500. The guy's been killing it this year. Pittsburgh's been scoring a lot of points, and I see that being no different against St. Louis. Ben Roethlisberger is throwing the ball 47 for 65, 720 yards, and 4 touchdowns. He's averaging just under 22 FanDuel points a game, which is a perfect opportunity for Ben Roethlisberger to prosper this week. I'm stacking him with Le'Veon Bell. I see Le'Veon Bell killing it this week, coming back from a 2-game suspension. He's probably fired up to get back on the field and produce. He rushed last year for 1,300 yards and 8 touchdowns. And I think against the 30th ranked rush defense in St. Louis, I think that's the perfect opportunity for Le'Veon Bell to torch them and score a lot of points right off the bat. The reason why I'm stacking with Ben Roethlisberger is, though, he catches the ball out of the backfield a lot. I think that bodes well for Ben Roethlisberger. You're going to get the reception points for Bell, and you're also going to get points for Ben Roethlisberger in yards and hopefully receiving touchdowns. My next running back is Jonathan Stewart at $6,500. He has been kind of bottled up so far this season, so to speak, against Jacksonville and Houston. In those games, he's totaling 40 targets, so I still think the opportunities are there. He's still getting the ball. It's just a matter of him getting in the end zone and making a big play. And I think against New Orleans, hopefully without Drew Brees, I think Carolina goes up big early, which means Jonathan Stewart's going to have to help protect the lead, which is great for Jonathan Stewart. I see him getting in the end zone, hopefully. But I see a great production week from Jonathan Stewart. My first receiver is Antonio Brown, obviously stacking him with Ben Roethlisberger as well. I see Antonio Brown lighting it up this week. Although he scored over 30 points last week, I don't see that happening this week. I mean, it's tough to score that many points, week in and week out. I'm still seeing the high 20s from him. I mean, it's not like he's going to dip that much. But I think he's the most reliable guy you can get. He's going to get you 8 or 9 receptions a game and hopefully at least 100 yards. It's just, out of all the receivers, he's the best guy to go with, and he's the guy I'd put most of my money in. My next receiver is Larry Fitzgerald at $6,700 against San Francisco in the 4 o'clock game. With Carson Palmer, he's caught 14 out of 17 targets. In the 7 games that Carson Palmer's played with Larry Fitzgerald, Fitz has averaged 8 catches for 98 yards and 5 touchdowns total in those games. I see that being great against San Francisco, who got lit up against Pittsburgh last week, and I think that's a perfect opportunity for Larry Fitzgerald and the Arizona Cardinals to produce a lot of points this week. Next, I have Travis Benjamin at $5,600. He's playing the Oakland Raiders, and in the first week he scored 16 points against the Jets. The second week he scored 31 points against Tennessee. He's a big play guy, deep threat, a very big deep threat. But the thing is, he's kind of risky. Most of his points or his scoring comes in long touchdown passes, which is scary at a receiver because you're afraid that one week it's not going to happen. But I think this week, it's going to happen. And at $5,600, I think he's a great play, and I'm willing to take that risk with that price. At tight end, I have Eric Ebron at $5,100. He's had 4 and 5 receptions in the last 2 games. He's averaging 13 points in those games, and he's had a touchdown in each of those games. His first touchdown came on a seam route in the middle of the field, and his second touchdown in the second game came on an out route in the slot position. I'm telling you this because it's very important for tight ends to move around the field, to split out and things like that, and be able to move around, which means they'll be on the field a lot. They won't be taken off the field when they go into spread formations. Kind of like Rob Gronkowski does in New England. That's what makes Rob such a great asset, is that you can move him around, you can split him out, you can use him as a decoy, you can do whatever you want with him. He's very versatile, and I think versatility is the exact reason why I'm going with Ebron at $5,100. My kicker is Brandon McManus at $4,900 for Denver. I see Denver scoring a lot of points, which is perfect for McManus. And he's got the leg to kick 50-plus yarders. He's proved that this year, and I think that's my guy at kicker. Finally, I have Carolina Panthers defense against New Orleans. Like I said, Drew Brees is iffy. We're not really sure if he'll play or not. If he does play, my alternate is the Jets. Obviously you can do anybody in 4,600 or below. But I think if Drew Brees doesn't play, Carolina Panthers is without a doubt your pick here. I see a lot of turnovers from New Orleans, and I see Carolina hopefully turn those turnovers into touchdowns, which is great fantasy value for you. This concludes my lineup. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel by clicking below. Also, follow us on Twitter on the link below. Thank you, and good luck in Week 3.